My name is Keaton Ditchfield. Ever since I could walk, I've been obsessed with fishing and the outdoors. I also have a huge passion for spreading the love of fishing and teaching others so that they can improve their knowledge and their catch rates. This series is for all you guys that are new to carp fishing. I'm going to take you through the baits, rigs, rods, pods, bank life, carp care, pretty much anything you need to know to get into carp fishing, and even give a tip or two that the most advanced anglers might not know yet. And this is my tip-top guide to carp fishing. Rigs. Rigs and having the right kind of rig can mean the difference between having the right kind of bait and catching nothing, and having the right kind of bait and catching all of the fish. It's all up to how the rig mechanics work. Now, rig mechanics are how the rig works in the water. It's how it's designed to sit, how it's designed to turn and hook the fish. It's all of those kind of things. Now, in the beginning, rigs can be very confusing and very overwhelming because there are over 1,000 different rigs that are designed to catch carp. But at the end of the video, I'm going to run you through a couple of rigs that you can start with and then move more advanced. And then once you've caught fish on all of those rigs, you can actually start doing your own adaptation, and then you can start getting your own style of fishing. But in the beginning, it's much better to start off with other people's rigs that you know will work, and then from there you can start adapting it to make the rigs more effective to your style of fishing. Rig facts. A bolt rig. A bolt rig is a type of rig that allows the weight of the lead to hook the fish. So instead of striking the fish, the weight of the lead is enough to give enough resistance so that the hook point of the hook can embed itself into the fish's mouth. When you use a bolt rig, you do not have to strike because the fish is already hooked. A lot of the carp fishing rigs are bolt rigs. The reason why they use bolt rigs is because your rods are going to sit for a long period of time and your concentration isn't going to be there for, say, 7 hours if you're waiting 7 hours. Your bolt rig is always there and it's ready to hook a fish 24/7. Now, with a bolt rig, it's always very important to balance your weight of your lead with the size of your hook. There's no point in having a really big hook like a size 2 with a 1 ounce lead. The lead isn't going to be enough weight to hook the fish. A good guideline to go with hook size and lead size is a size 6 hook. You don't want to have a lead that is lighter than a 1 ounce. A size 4 hook, you don't want a lead that is lighter than a 2 ounce. And a size 2 hook, you don't want anything that's lighter than a 3 ounce lead. A leader. A leader is a type of material that is usually thicker or stronger than your main line. There is 2 types of leaders. There is a shock leader and then there is an abrasion resistant leader. You'd usually use an abrasion resistant leader in a snaggy area so that if a fish takes you into the snags and wants to cut you off, your abrasion resistant leader will stop that from happening and you can actually get your fish out. If you've got a shock leader, that shock leader is thicker and therefore will be stronger and can take the knock of the initial pull of a cast, and then the rest of your thin line can come off your reel after the shock leader. Different types of leaders. Leaders can be from your thick monos to your fluorocarbon. It can be lead core, it can be rig tubing, it can be a thick type of braid. It can be any one of those and a couple of more different options. The lead clip system. Now, this is a clip system that is designed to hold your lead, and if a fish runs into a snag, that the lead will be pulled off. This is because a lead can catch onto a snag and pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. So what guys do is they usually use a lead clip system whereby it will drop the lead if it gets snagged or drop the lead as the fish takes it. Anti-tangle sleeves. Now, anti-tangle sleeve is a piece of rubber that you put over your line. It pushes the rig away from the lead and stuff, and so it makes it sit away from the lead and therefore not hook itself and cause tangles. A hair rig. A hair rig was designed back in the day so that it would have a better hooking potential as well as it would prevent fish from getting gut hooked. Now, a hair rig is where you don't put your bait on the hook itself, it's where you tie a little piece of line on the back of the hook and the bait sits behind the hook instead of on top of it. In carp fishing, there are usually 3 kinds of lead setups. The first one is a helicopter rig, where the lead is at the bottom of the rig, and then the hook link slides up and down your line or your leader. And then you've got inline lead where your line goes through your lead, and then at the end is your hook link. Then the third one is the lead clip system, where your line goes through the lead clip system, and then your weight gets put onto the lead clip itself, and then your hook link goes out the other side of the lead clip system. Now when you're choosing what rig to use, you want to choose the right kind of rig for the bottom that you're fishing over. Like if you're fishing over silt, you'd rather have a helicopter rig over a lead clip system, because a helicopter rig will have the lead go into the silt and your rig will sit on top of it. But if you've got a lead clip system, your weight will tend to pull your main line and your hook link into the silt. So you want to balance it. So most of the time, helicopter rigs work great with silt and light weed. The inline lead system, when you're using a PVA bag, is good to fish over thick weed. And then your lead clips and your inline lead works very well for gravelly bottoms and hard bottoms. Recommended rigs, starting from the most basic to the most advanced. The Freeline rig, great for subtle stalking, great for small hook baits on the bottom, or top water fishing with some braid. What you need: corn, a Gardner size 6 convert dark talon tip wide gape hook, 8-pound clear monoline, micro swivel, and your main line. I usually use this rig freelining with braid, like you can see where I caught this wonderful little mirror at Lone Hill Dam. The Flurocarbon Rig. This rig is best suited to small hook baits like maize and tiger nuts. A strong aspect of it is that the fluorocarbon is almost invisible underwater. The rig is also best suited to fishing over hard bottoms, gravelly bottoms, and light silt. This rig is easy to tie and ready for beginner carp fishermen. What you need: a hair stop, 2 fake maize, Gardner size 6 wide gape convert dark talon tip hook, 20-pound semi-stiff fluorocarbon, Gardner clip kit session pack in brown, a 2-ounce lead, and your main line. When I was learning how to fish for carp, this rig I used for most of my fishing, and caught some buttes like this one. The PVA Bag Rig. This rig is suited for all kinds of situations because it's protected by the PVA bag. This is the rig outside of its PVA bag. PVA is a type of material that dissolves in water, so it is great to fill a bag with your free offerings with your rig inside it, so that once it goes into the water, the PVA slowly dissolves and leaves a nice pile of bait with your hook bait perfectly presented, waiting for a fish. What you need: a hair stop, 2 fake maize, a Gardner size 6 wide gape convert dark talon tip hook, 2 dabs of tungsten putty, Gardner 25-pound trickster heavy braid in camo brown, a small ring, a 2-ounce inline lead, an anti-tangle sleeve, Gardner 45-pound muddy silt Camp Flex lead free. This rig came in handy where there was lots of weed in the Lisbeek River. I caught a 7-kilo butte in less than 2 feet of water. The Chod Rig. Chod meaning debris on the bottom, therefore it's designed to fish over debris on the bottom. The Chod Rig is on a helicopter rig system and can slide up and down your lead free. With fishing chods, it's always best to use a pop-up or some sort of foam that is soaked in some flavor. What you need: a 2-ounce inline lead, Gardner dropout chod safety clip, a tail rubber, a ring, a swivel, a 0.6 crimp, Gardner 25-pound trip wire, Gardner size 4 BCR rigger hook, dental floss, micro swivel, a 12 to 16mm pop-up, Gardner 45-pound muddy silt Camp Flex lead free, and a split shot. The Chod Rig is responsible for the catch that I'm most proud of, this beautiful old battered koi. It's something that I won't forget in a hurry. The Ronny Rig. The Ronny Rig is so great because it's usually got a small hook bait and a really big hook. The Ronny Rig is perfect for situations with heavy silt, light weed, and anytime you don't know what the bottom of the lake looks like. The Ronny is on a helicopter lead system whereby the lead can plummet into the silt and keep your Ronny nice and proud on top of the silt. What you need: 12 to 16mm pop-up, dental floss, Gardner covert hook stop, hook ring, Gardner size 2 CVR rigger hook, Gardner C-lock flexi ring swivel, shrink tube, a 3-ounce distance lead, a Gardner dropout chod safety clip, a ring, tail rubber, Gardner 25 pound, sly skin semi-stiff coated hook link, a rubber sleeve, quick swivel, Gardner 45 pound muddy silt Camflex lead free, and a split shot. The Ronny Rig helped me catch this beautiful mirror in a very difficult silty situation. If you want to know how to tie all of these rigs, check out the It's Tip Top Fishing YouTube page. They are all there waiting for you, and they're all step-by-step guides. So that is it for this episode of rigs. Please remember to like, share, comment. If you've got an interesting rig that you guys back and you've used and you think is great, please pop it in the comments, and maybe you like a blowback rig or something like that. So let me know about that, and then please remember to share. Let's spread the love of fishing. Let's spread the love of the sport that we all love. Check you next time on It's Tip Top Fishing.